is,
I
and you
don't
said the
even.
theory was nonsense.
I don't,
When people say that a theory is nonsense and they don't know anything about the theory,
Jack.
that's just intellectual dishonesty.
No, it's not, because I have
So
read.
you do know what the theory is.
I have read all 3 fucking volumes of Capital.
No, you
okay?
haven't.
I
Why
have.
are you lying?
I have. I've
Okay,
written books
so
on.
tell me.
I've written.
Tell me
Okay,
if you've read all 3 volumes of Capital, right? Tell me what CV and S stand for.
Jack.
Tell
I
me
want.
what CV and S stand for if you've read
I
all
want.
3 volumes of Capital.
I
What do
want.
those initials mean
Jack.
in the labor theory of value?
Jack, please. I
You're
want
a
you.
liar. Now, why would you lie?
Jack. I want you.
You don't even know. You've
I
never
want
read the
you to
fucking
give.
book.
I have read the book. Okay,
What
and
does
I've
CV and S
published.
mean?
I've not.
What does
I've,
CV and
I've
S
not even.
mean?
I can't bloody remember off the top of
Yeah,
my
you
head.
can't remember. So you don't fucking know what the theory is.
But
Okay? The
listen,
point is, if you're going to say the theory is false, you
Jack,
have to provide an argument that the
you
theory
have
is false.
you have to
Okay?
provide.
What is the argument?
In order for me to provide empirical evidence against this theory, which is, far as I'm concerned, is rubbish, you need to give me some sort of empirical evidence for it being true.
Rubbish, right? When you say as far as it's concerned, it's rubbish, right? In order for that to be a justified claim, you'd have to know what the theory is, right? You'd have to know what predictions the theory makes. So if you don't know, excuse me, if you don't know what the theory predicts, then the intellectually honest position is to say, I actually don't understand the theory, and I don't know whether it's true or false, right?
Jack.
But that's not actually what you said in this discussion at any point, right? You didn't say I'm agnostic about the labor theory of value. You didn't say the labor theory of value has not been proven to me to my satisfaction, right? You've emphatically said, right? You used the word emphatically. You said it's emphatically wrong. It's bonkers. It's nonsense. Now, the only way that could be a justified claim is if you had an argument to disprove the theory. And again, I adduced the criteria by which argument. You could show a logical contradiction in the theory. You failed to do that. You could show that the theory was unfalsifiable. You failed to do that. I'll be finished in a second. You could show that the theory was ad hoc. You failed to do that. Or you could show that a specific prediction that the theory makes has been empirically falsified. But you don't even know what predictions the theory makes, right? And yet, nonetheless, you continue to insist that it's nonsense. Now, I'm asking you to be intellectually honest about it.
I asked you, first of all, you have to be quiet, okay? Secondly, I asked you, what does the theory predict? I said, as far as I understand it, his theory predicts that capitalism breaks down eventually. And that hasn't happened in 2017. I asked you, when is it going to happen? And you said, I don't know. You asked me for empirical evidence based on the price of a loaf of bread. I asked you for empirical evidence to show how the theory is working now, in 2017, based on the price of bread. You said, what's the price of bread got to do with anything? So the burden of proof is on you to demonstrate with empirical evidence why the theory is working. If capitalism isn't breaking down, or if the price of bread hasn't crashed through the floor, then it seems to me that you haven't proved anything empirically.
I never claimed to have proven it. You're the one who made the claim that the theory was nonsense and bonkers. Now, do we disagree that in order for that to be a justified claim, you'd have to actually have evidence that the theory was false, rather than be agnostic and say, I haven't been persuaded of the theory? Right? Because that's not been your claim. Your claim has not been, I'm not persuaded of the theory. No one has presented to me a credible case. Right? That would be a very different claim. But that's not the claim that you made. The claim that you've made from the outset and that you've reiterated from the outset, right, is that the theory is emphatically wrong, it's nonsense, and it's bonkers. Now, all I'm asking you is, do you have justification for that claim? Because if you don't have justification for that claim,
I have.
If you don't have justification
for that claim, the definition of value is incorrect, Jack. The definition.
Again, that's an assertion. That's an assertion, right? And I've asked you numerous times,
I've gone
if
through.
By value you mean the same thing that the labor theory of value means by the term value. Because if not, right, that assertion is immaterial to criticism of the theory.
It hasn't happened, though, is it, Jack? It hasn't happened.
What hasn't happened?
What you're talking about hasn't happened, and I'm
what
asking
hasn't
you,
happened?
The prediction hasn't happened, Jack.
What prediction?
The prediction that capitalism will eventually collapse because of all.
Does the theory predict that capitalism should have collapsed by 2017?
Well, you tell me. You're the one putting it forward.
No. You're the one who's saying that the theory is bonkers and the theory is wrong. I'm
When's it going
asking
to
you if you
collapse?
have justification for that claim. Now, if you do have justification for that claim, you must have access to some empirical evidence, right, that shows that the labor theory of value is false.
I would
Right?
like to
So what is
interject
that? Yeah, go
here.
ahead.